So the types of polynomial that you'll need to understand for this class are these three here: the monomial, which contains one term, the binomial, which contains two terms, and the trinomial, which contains three terms. So those are the types of polynomials you'll be concerned with in this class. And I have a few examples down here that I want to take a look at. We're asked to give the degree of the polynomial and identify it as either a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or none of these. So let's take a look at the first problem here. In this problem, I'm counting 1, 2, 3 terms. So if we look at our types, 3 terms means that is a trinomial. So for this problem, I would identify it as a trinomial. And let's figure out its degree. To find the degree of a polynomial, if the polynomial contains one variable, one single type of variable, in this case it's z, then you just need to find the highest exponent, the highest power. So looking at these terms here, the highest power of z that I can see happens to be right here. That is a power of 6. So we would say that the degree of this polynomial is 6. So this, problem number 1, is a trinomial of degree 6. Let's take a look at problem number 2 here. In problem 2, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. 4 terms, and if we look at the types up here, I don't see any name for a 4-termed polynomial. So in this case, we would say it's none of those. It's neither a binomial, monomial, or trinomial. So we would identify that as none of those. And let's determine its degree. We have one single variable type, in this case it's x, so we look for the highest exponent. The highest exponent is 5, so this is a degree 5 polynomial. And finally, we'll take a look at this last one here. In this problem, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So once again, we don't have a name for that polynomial, so we would say that this is, again, none. As far as the type. And for the degree, this one's a little special. We don't just have one variable type, right? Like in these last 2 problems, we had one type of variable, one single letter. Here we have 2. We have A's and we have B's. A's and B's. When that happens, what you need to do is look at your terms that contain both of the variable types. So in this case, terms that have both an A and a B in them. So we're looking at these 2 terms here. We don't care about these. And once you find those terms, what you want to do is you want to add the exponents together for each of those terms. For instance, in this first term here, I'm going to add 3 plus 2. That gives me 5. And for the second term that contains both an A and a B, I'm going to add the 6 and the 4. That gives me 10. Whichever term gives you the higher value, that's the degree of your polynomial. And it looks like to me that this is the higher value, right? 10 is higher than 5. So we have a degree 10 polynomial there. All right, so quick look at the types of polynomials and how to find the degrees.